I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing. Every time you get lost.
Right, so I continue with my story, guys. Phone yafa, ndapiwa mari na deeds. Akati amunozondidzosera kana zvinhu zvaita bho chichi. Phone ndanayo pai. Takutsvaga kuda kuitochi kalive. Tsvaga. Handisi kuwana chinhu mudara. Nothing is coming. Munhu ataifunga kuti ari kufona. And manje pfungwa dzako dzenza ngokudza kuti apa ngakaita sei? Pamwe akatofona kudhara phone yangu payanga yakafa and the like. During that time when things were difficult, I remember going through the malls. So, Dubai, and I think with a lot of developed countries, ukapinda mu mall, let's say ubaenda mu shop ye Apple, kana ti Samsung shop or whatever. Shop inotengesa ma gadgets nechichi. Pane ma gadgets anenge akaisa on display. And you are free to come in and use that gadget while it's there. Because it's a way you could check out it. To them it's like that's your way to test the device. So instead of they actually let you use it. So you can actually go there, auto camera, auto internet in the name of what? Testing. But remember, I've got a situation before did anditenga phone. And ndawana mari kutenga phone. Remember in a situation pana. Ndapinda mashop mama. So ndaiti ndikapinda muSamsung shop. Ndobva ndonovhura Facebook. Because ka application kanenge katori. Ndotovhura Facebook, ndotologa in mu account mangu. Ndoenda ku inbox. Tumira ma message. Apo gati iwo kana uri kuDubai. Kana waomerwa. Hauna munhu ari kuZimbabwe unogona kutumira message kuti guys nditumirewo mari. It doesn't make sense because everyone is assuming kuti kubva kungoenda kwawatongoita life yako yatobho. So if kana tiri kunzwa message kubva kwauriwo, message yako inofanira kunge iri yekutoti chi ndipei madetails enyu ndikutumirei mari. Saka ndandisingatombode kutsvaga help from the people I had left home because ndaizoti hapana. Ndakutry contact some of my friends whom I knew vari kudzimwewo nyika dzandinoziva kuti situation inogona kuallow. Shout out to Tariro munopo. Ndakamutumira message schoolboy wangu ari kuCanada. Ivan Chiona day one rangu sawi rangu kubva kudhara. Ndakatumira message, guys zvakaoma zvakadai. And then the guys came through and they helped me. So you can imagine living a life yekuti living a life yekuti uri kufamba nditi uri kuti ukapinda yeah, it's fine. Munokwanisa kupfura there. No, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry with a celebrity. Don't worry. Right. So imagine living a life yekuti uri ukapinda moga, because remember ukatumira munhu message especially on Facebook, I saw WhatsApp guy. Munhu haresponde ipapo. Ona. Pamwe munhu anotoziona time. Saka ndaiti ndikapinda moyo ndotumira message. Ndikabuda ndikazopinda mumwe moyo ndotsvaga shop ndonologa in pane imwe guys, yeah. Ndonologa in pane imwe phone oda kutaridza kuti munhu apindure. That was the life. Like I always tell you guys, inini ndiri munhu ndinechikofunga kuti oita plan ipi. Chirema chinofanira kuita mazano kuona kuti how do I survive, how can I innovate, how can I go through this mess. So fast forward, all right, team rangu randibatsira ndaita stable bichana ndatombotengawo tumajini chichi ndakunyatsotsvaga basa ndakaita kakudzikama. Fast forward, ndawana graft this other company. I actually remember the name but I don't want to mention. So it's a textile company kunoitwa zvemachira and whatnot. And ndaendako guys. Kubasa ukaishanikwa from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Pane ma breaks apo pakati. I think lunch was an hour and then pane kanka break I think 15 minutes. But the whole other time you would be working. And this code is only 87 ndandiri kubasa. 87 ndenge ndichishanda. Zvakasiyana kunoku kuZimbabwe kokuti munhu anoti ndinoshanda apa kana pa passport kana kuti ndinoshanda mubhengu mekuti unotoenda ukatonogara zvako patiu so ukatotaura naye nyaya 20 minutes ozokuti sorry boss wangu akuya. Uku kana uri kushanda guys, uri kushanda. And I had gotten the job on the basis of my qualifications as an engineer. But manje zvavanoita, because engineers and technicians are responsible for my designs, my developments, my repairs, and so it means kuti for as long as kusina ma repairs ari kuitwa, for as long as pasina ma designs ari kuitwa, maingoiswa ku general work kurungoitwa. Saka kana kuri kurongedza machira sezvirungoitwa vangu ndo zvavaingoita izvozvo. And there were a lot of Zimbabweans who were working there. kwanguna Prosper, kwanguna Kudzi, kwanguna ndakukangana mangu mazita. But a lot of guys there. So guys, imagine I'm working there. But msakanganeka kuti ndaya ndine breads kuti ndiri kungoshanda 2 minutes ndodzokera. Ndiri munhu wemadrama ka. Ndiri munhu wemavidhiyo, ndiri munhu wechi. But basa randiri kuita ene handidi hard labor guys. Handidi zvokuomeserwa sere zvokutakura. Handidi basa rinorema nechikuti ngatigare pasi tifunge. Handidi zvesimba sere nechikuti no, ngatigare pasi tifunge tobhadharwa kufunga iko. That's what I prefer. But une situations in life yekuti unenge usina choice. So at the moment, ipapo ndaitambura mari yanga iri equivalent to $523. Now I know for some people who may be watching and saying, but that's a lot, gona so. But there are a lot of factors that you are also not taking into consideration. Maybe in a month, mari already able to save. You're not going to start on side. You're going to get $100. And imagine if you are saving $100, it means after 1 year, you're going to save 1.2. So far inaza inoita mari iyo zvatingataure zvokuti ungatotanzi ndikushanda 8 to 7 chaizvo. After 2 years inenge ya 2.4. After 4 years inenge ya 4.8. Yakuda kunokwana kunotenga kahybrid kanyowani kaya uchisara usinangana mari yefuel. So as I was working there, I was frustrated daily. But obviously if I'm going to post pictures, I'm just going to is it possible to ndichitaura leso bwazo kana mamwe pictures, right? Saka achaisa mkomana makutaona ma pictures. So if you are going to post pictures uri Dubai there, so you seem happy, and because the environment around you looks beautiful, everybody assumes that even your life is beautiful. Everybody admires you because people think that you are set. And one thing also, I didn't want to give any indication that things were not moving well for me to my family. Not pride, no, but just thinking of how much faith my family has in me. I didn't want them to worry about me. I wanted to be off their list. I wanted them good kana chigara pasi wakufunga kuti I didn't want to be on that list. I wanted my existence to be a source of relief kwavari kuti vanoti at least Nigel life again get right. But I was struggling and I was unhappy inside. Imagine every day waking up doing a job that you don't like, knowing that at the end of the month you're not going to be paid as much as you would want to be paid, and not seeming to know how you are going to find the way back to fulfilling your dreams. It was terrible, guys. So it hurts. It's really painful. And I remember I didn't ask kids 1 or 2 because you'll be trying to connect to your true self. So sometimes the assumption that people make, those assumptions, it's better to cry in a yacht, it's better to cry in a Ferrari and stuff like that. I do get where people will be coming from. It's married boy and stuff like that, to be in a financial position. I do get. But I think also those notions and those ideas sort of, they downplay the significance of depression, mental health, anxiety and stuff like that. The moment you get a better opportunity, then life instantly becomes better. And it's sometimes not always the case. So that's why there are some people who have a lot of money, but they are unhappy because their marital life is not okay. There are some people who have great husbands, but they are not happy because they are not doing what they thought they should be doing in their lives. Some feel like they should have been preachers and yet they are accountants. Some feel like they should have been journalists and yet they are farmers and stuff like that. So life has a weird way of just placing you in these boxes where you ought not to be. But I've also learned that it's really important while you are there, just use that moment to prepare you for what you want to ultimately become. Because definitely there are also some skills that I learned that I will share with you. So that's the position I was in. I was unhappy, and then you're not making as much money as you think you should be making. And everybody else seemed okay with it. But guys, I remembered on my 3rd day, No. I remember it. So the room was full, the warehouse was full of CCTV cameras. Ndakatsvaga, we had this Filipino lady who was our manager. She was very strict. She was very tough. Imagine having a manager who works harder than you. A manager who's always on her feet instead of being in the office. So she imagine kuti iwewe manje munhu ari kusupervise. Aha. So I remember kuti I think on the third day pane imwe work desk so ranga riri mukona riri pazasi pe camera. So it means kuti anything that happened on that desk nasingaoneke because it was below the camera. Ndakaenda ndikanotora zvimaboxi so zvimacard box ndikazviwaridza pasi paipai ndabva ndarara guys. Ende kurara musamuko ndamborara kaze 2 hours kaze 30 minutes. I only slept for like 10 minutes, but it was precious to me because remember I was working 6 days a week. So unenge uchitry kuita zvese zvaunokwanisa kuti to connect to that other person. So I was trying to do my skits, my posts, my live, my chichi. But you need feel at this gap, so because that's the way we're designed by God. You can never run away from yourself. You can never run away from the truth, even if you convince yourself that ndatosiyana nazvo. Unenge uchingoona chingoita kunge zvinokudaidza so. So fast forward, pabaitikawo zvakaitikawo pabasa regarding my papers and stuff like that, which meant I had to come back to Zimbabwe and ndombotsvagasa zvimapapers andodzokera. So I just ended up leaving that job. And then coming back here, waiting for an opportunity, and ndakamira kuti ndizoita sei ndizodzokera kwayo. While I was in that waiting period, that's when I connected with the comic pastor, and then we started working together. Tiri patime iyoyo ndakatotanga kushanda nawo ndine pfungwa dzekuti after a month ndofunga opportunity yangu yoku inenge yaita ndiye ndadzokera. Anditi, but yainonoka kuita. Then I started realizing zvandikutoita kuno izvozvo zvandikuita zvawakutoona izvo. Ndinoti pazvinenge zvitondibatsira. I think it's going to be a story on its own. On one day I'm going to share with you how I met the comic pastor, how we worked, and how we established everything that we have now. So that was it. That's actually how things changed. That was now 2019 around May. Patakazotanga kuita full-time content creation, events and stuff like that. And apart from the financial reward that it was giving me, the fact that I was now fulfilled, I now started feeling happy. And there are things that helped me. Having friends was very good. So I encourage everyone in the diaspora, please don't close yourself in a shell. I know but there should be some people who align with the values that you have, who like the things that you like. There are so many people, just hanging out with them. There were a lot of them. I can't even mention all of them here, but there was Shepi Shak, there was Chloe Sharai, all of those people, amazing people. Anna Oreta, Marshall Sango, all of those people, and also belonging to a church really helped me. Being always connected to God, even in a foreign land, that was like one of the solid things. So I encourage everybody, if you are whether you're in the diaspora or you are here, guys, you always need to be connected to God, no matter where you are. So the lessons I picked from my stay there: number one, relationships are important. Remember what I said to you. I had not met anybody in person that I met there. The people who took me in, welcomed me to their homes, people who showed me, people who helped me applying for jobs, people who helped me when things were tough. They had been random strangers before, but takakwenera through internet before. So don't also take the internet for granted. Don't take on a Facebook for granted. You can actually develop meaningful relationships. So relationships are very important. You never know who's going to be what in your life tomorrow. And also stay close to God no matter what happens. Because I think just being close to God, just being in a position where you are reminded of the importance of God, you feed on the word of God, it encourages you. Big shout out to my pastors at the time in Dubai. It's really important, belonging to a family where you are encouraged, belonging to a family where you are reminded of your purpose, that you are greater than just a paycheck. So my encouragement is that if you are in a place where, don't give up on that dream. Don't say, okay, so now because I'm in South Africa, I'm a waitress here, or I'm in South Africa, I'm a teacher, I'm in South Africa, and I'm a maid, so my plans are nandi now. No, God has a million ways of making things work out for you. God has a million ways of causing things to work out for your good and to cause you to reach your assigned destiny. So that has always been my message. Don't give up. Don't stress about how it's going to happen. For me, zvakangoitika nenzira iyoyo kuti zvemabasa zvakatanga kuramba zvikadai, so then ndadzoka kunoku, and then I realized but this is what I actually want. For you, it may be someone coming, I don't know. So keep praying. Stay true to yourself. Don't give up on your dream. Be good to people. Be kind to everybody. And you never know when your next miracle is going to pop up. So I hope you learned something from this whole journey. I hope you loved this episode. Remember to like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Kombore Rainai.